Hey, it's Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com, and calling all Ninja Creami users, let me show you how to make the base recipe that you can use as your master recipe and then rinse and repeat to make lots and lots of different ice creams using your Ninja Creami.
First, let me explain to you who we are. If you're new around here, my name is Sam and I've been teaching people how to cook smart with just kitchen gadgets for over 10 years. In fact, we don't even have an oven or a hob in our kitchen. We are double Sunday Times bestsellers and The Independent calls us the best for beginner cooks. But because we've been creating videos for a while, we've ended up with more than 1,500 recipe videos on our YouTube channel. So what we have done is we have created a recipe index organised by gadget to help you quickly find your next recipe video. You can find them all at KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, and we would be honoured if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel for more recipe videos like this. So now let's get back to the food.
So what goes into a base recipe, you may be wondering? Well, it's very, very simple ingredients actually. You're going to love how simple these are, and most people have these in already. You need double cream, milk, but full fat milk, so I've got some whole milk here, some granulated sugar, that we all have some sugar in, and then some Philadelphia full fat cream cheese. Simple as that. 4 simple ingredients, but you can make a small batch or you can make lots of it. It's totally up to you. So for when I'm making a base recipe, what I do is I 4 times the recipe, or you can 8 times it or 12 times it, depending on how much ice cream you want for the freezer, or you can just do a single portion. It's totally up to you. So let me show you a 4 times quantity here. And it's really easy, and I'm just going to weigh it all, and I've got a secret hack for you here. Use a jug, because honestly when you're pouring them into your ice cream cups before freezing them, it makes your life so much easier, and it's quite a thin mixture, so it's really easy to do this with. So I've got this really deep bowl. I got it from Lakeland and it's just perfect for this kind of thing. So shall we get started? Weighing scales out. So I'm going to start by adding in the cream cheese. And the full recipe is also inside KitchenGadgetsClub.com. So once you've added your cream cheese, you can add in your sugar. A little bit more. And then you can put your weighing scales away, because you're just using a cup measurer for the remaining ingredients. So once you've got your cream cheese and your sugar into your jug, you can start with your hand mixer. I'm using an electric hand mixer because it's so much easier and quicker, but you can do this by hand with a wooden spoon if you prefer. So grab your hand mixer and just keep mixing until you've got a lovely creamy texture. Oh, it's starting to thicken up now. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm just going to put it up a speed or 2. And then the good news is with the cream, these 300ml tubs is the equivalent of 2 quantities of this batch, so it's wonderful because I don't need to measure them. I can just add in 2 of these, but I recommend adding it in slowly, so I'm going to add 1 tub in and then the other. So first tub in, give it a mix. You want to incorporate the cream into the sugar and the cheese. Oh, that's lovely and thick and creamy, yummy. And then once it feels really creamy from the cream, you can add in your other pot of cream. So pop the other one in. So in total, that's 2 tubs we've added in. Oh, that is getting lovely and creamy. Just up the speed. And that just leaves the milk. So I'm just going to get a measuring spoon for that. So this is my 240ml, which is 1 cup measurer, and you need 4 of these to make this recipe. So I think I'm going to be opening another milk, but we'll see. So again, this is easy to remember because when you're doing it for real, it's 1 of these per tub. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've only got a dribble left in it. So I've only got a dribble left for this last one, which is always a shame. So that's the last bit of that milk. And then on with another one. And you're done. That is your ingredients. So then get out your hand mixer one last time and give it one last mix. You want to see lots of lovely bubbles from the milk. Oh yeah, it's looking fabulous. So there you have it. That is your ice cream, though it doesn't look like ice cream yet because we need to freeze it. And wasn't that simple? That is the 4 ingredients that you need to be able to make yourself a batch for the freezer. Whether or not you do 4 quantity like we've done, you do even more, you do even less, it's just so simple. So now you can pour that in to whichever cartons you're using. You can use old ice cream tubs for this, you could use a dish even. You can use even little casserole dishes if you're out of them, because that's the thing, when you're using the Ninja you only get 5 cups, so you know you end up needing ones because they've got to wait 24 hours in the freezer. Oh, so wasn't that easy and simple? So now you've made the batter, then of course you want to transform it into ice cream. So I've made a big batch for the freezer. So now, shall we find something to pop it in so that we can freeze it? I was talking about old ice cream tubs. This is the kind that works brilliantly. This is a 1 litre. This is a 1 litre one. So it's the perfect size for if you've made a lot of ice cream and you can't quite fit it in your regular cartons. So you want to pour some in. Like that, and then you've got loads of it that you can put to one side for the freezer. And then you can get back to your usual ones. So that's one that's just below the max line. And then same again. So I've got a tiny bit left. So I'm just going to add a tiny little bit to this one because it's nearly at the max line. And then the rest of it can go in the ice cream tub. So there you go. Wasn't that amazing to say that you could make it in your old ice cream tubs? So to say that you can do it in your old ice cream tubs is brilliant. So then you can pop your lid on those. Make sure you freeze it flat just like you do with your ordinary one. And then tubs on your normal one and you're ready for the freezer. This is your base recipe, so you can use this for vanilla ice cream, whatever you want. It's just so simple. And then of course, pop it flat in the freezer, 24 hours, pop it flat in the freezer, 24 hours later, you can grab it from the freezer, put it in your ice cream machine, and then pop it on ice cream, and you've got your ice cream. It's just as easy as that. It's just a patient game of waiting. So you've waited and you've wondered, is my ice cream going to be any good, and why on earth do I have to wait 24 hours for it? Well, you do, and it's all about its setting, and it's setting flat in the freezer. So now I've got my baby. It's been 24 hours. I can finally open it up and see what it's like. So that's what it's like after 24 hours. Just looks like that. It's still below the max line and everything, and I'm ready now to pop it in. So shall we go over to the Ninja Creami and give it a blast?
Let me introduce you to Kitchen Gadgets Club. We recommend joining it because it's brilliant for kitchen gadget recipes with step-by-step photos. It's got lots of easy recipes. You can join for as little as £1 a week. It has a library of over 1,000 plus kitchen gadget recipes, and we add 4 new exclusive recipes every single week. Here are just a few of the recipes. Each recipe has both metric and imperial, step-by-step photographs, plenty of useful kitchen gadget advice from experts. Just take a look at some of the photographs. And of course, you can join by heading to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/join. And now, shall we get back to the food? This is the base recipe, so Sophia's going to show you how to put it on. So first of all, you need your jug out, and this bottom bit here is your jug. So grab it out and then remove its lid, and then you're literally slotting your ice cream into it. So first of all, you need the lid off. Oh, look at that. And you can see now how level it is, and it's perfect now for going in to your creamy. So you want to pop it in like that. Make sure it clicks into place, and then you're going to add your lid. And again, it's about everything clicking into place. Like that. Hear that click? Now that click's important. And now you want to add it to your unit. And then we slowly click it round, and it goes right into position, and it's clicked into place. So now you want to turn on your Ninja Creami. You are looking for the ice cream button. And now it's started. And it's slowing, that means it's nearly done. And it takes about a minute to spin the ice cream. And it stopped. So now we have a button right round the side there. And you press that, and this releases your jug. So press it down. And then spin it back round. So you're doing the opposite of what you've done. And then you can pop it out. And now you can take your lid off. And that is your ice cream. And you'll notice that if it feels like it's a bit crumbly on top, what you can do is put it on a respin. But this one doesn't need a respin. But if it does, if you look on your machine there, you've got the respin button. And then if you're adding in any extras instead, like some chocolate chips, then you want to press the mix in and just pop it back on. And that's just how simple it is to use the buttons to do your first batch of ice cream.
So now you've done all your mixing, you've made your ice cream, you've made your base, it's not got any extra ingredients in, and you can now start adding stuff in. But let me show you the big hole we've got. That big hole is where you would put your mixing ingredients in. So it leaves a lot of space there. So if you wanted to add some chocolate chips, if you were doing a chocolatey ice cream, you would add them in there. If you were adding some sweets, if you were doing some Smarties, you know, that's where they all go. And then for texture, it is lovely at this point. Just give it a good stir, and you've got lovely. It's absolutely amazing, and it tastes so good, and I can't believe how thick and creamy it actually goes. It's just so nice. So that's your base. So now you've made your base, you can eat it just like that. You can freeze it for later, or we can start adding some add-ins in. Thanks for watching, and now you've seen a glimpse into our ovenless world. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is what I call one of our step-by-step instruction videos. If you would rather have short and sweet, don't forget to check out our shorts. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to find videos quickly, if you head over to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, you can see an A to Z list of all our YouTube videos, so you can find videos by Kitchen Gadget. And I'll see you again soon.